Hey, what's up everyone? This is Todd Hazelton from Techno Buffalo. I'm here in Barcelona, Spain, checking out the brand new HTC One M9. It was just announced by HTC at Mobile World Congress here. And if it looks familiar, that's because it sort of is. HTC told me this is a refinement of the HTC One M8, but it does have some of the sharper edges that we liked and saw originally on the One M7. You can see it's got the boom sound speakers on the top and bottom, and unfortunately that HTC black bar is still there, which apparently needs to be in order to make room for those speakers in some aspects. You also have the front-facing ultra pixel camera. That's a 5-inch display with a 1080p resolution. On the left-hand side, I believe that's either SIM or expandable storage. I don't have a tool to open it and haven't had one yet, so we'll have to find out. But it does have expandable storage up to 128 gigabytes and 32 gigabytes on board. However, on the back, you can see it looks familiar, but we're missing the duo camera setup that we saw in the One M8. That's because that's a new 20 megapixel camera there with the dual LED flash with the different tones. And then you can see the antenna bands coming across like we saw before. Now on the right hand side, the buttons have changed slightly. You don't have the rocker anymore. You have the two volume up and down buttons separate of each other. Real nice, sort of brushed aluminum look there. And then you have the power button, and then I believe either the SIM or the micro SD card slot. I'm not quite sure again because I don't have the tool to open it. So software here has changed. We're running Lollipop with Sense 7, and that includes Blink Feed over on the left, which is getting more and more contextual. So you can see the top here says thinking about coffee, and it's showing me coffee shops in Barcelona powered by Yelp. But again, you get your news stories and social feeds, really similar to before, quick and easy to use. And that also comes with what I should see. Oh, we have a system update already. Sometimes then it'll use that contextual update, like thinking about coffee, and put it right on your lock screen, which is kind of neat if you're worried or if you're interested in areas around you. And then now we have this like Sense Now sort of feed on the front here, and you can see it has out, home, and work. And now what that does is it changes the icons available in this launcher and the apps depending on where you are. So I said I was out, but now when I'm home, it'll swap it around to themes and calendar and music and YouTube and stuff like that. And then I could also say I'm at work, where it might say that, hey, these are the apps that you care about, your mail app and Google Drive and stuff like that. Now you'll notice also in here are downloads. This is where your most recent downloaded apps would appear, and suggestions. This is sort of kind of feels like malware, but not really. It's like advertisements. It's just apps that it thinks you should download, like Candy Crush, which I'm not crazy about, and Super Bright Light or something like that. And you'll have to pardon the connection here. It's not great where I am in Barcelona, but it's recommended apps. Now, thankfully, you can turn those off. I believe in the settings of this. Let's see if we can access it. We can't now. However, HTC did tell us that you can turn those off, so you can remove the suggestions folder and downloads at your leisure. Now we'll go through here. You can see there's some preloaded apps. Boom Sound Connect. This lets you connect to HTC sort of connected home supported speakers and stuff like that if they're nearby, or Bluetooth, if you will. And we'll go through. There's also HTC's new Dot View application, if I can find that floating around here somewhere. Power to give. Oh, there it is. This comes with a bunch of themes that you can tweak. My themes, holiday themes, live themes, and you can even change it to have a special message that flashes across the theme, your display if you want. So there's lots of new stuff you can do with a Dot View case that will be available for this phone. Also notice Peel Smart Remotes included this time around. HTC, oh no network connection. HTC decided to get rid of HTC's built-in TV software, which was built on Peel anyway, and just add Peel Smart Remotes so that you got the frequent updates provided by them, and HTC wouldn't put their own resources into it. So not a bad choice. Photo editor is a new one here. You can do all kinds of stuff with the pictures that you take. So I had a selfie I took earlier, and you can do, let's see, add various effects. Some of them are a little weirder than others. So like, I don't know, like Picasso or something, I don't know. And you can also blend two faces. So if you have a selfie of your friend and your own selfie, you can then mix the faces together, which is pretty silly and and neat at the same time. The photos, or the gallery app rather, is pretty sweet still too. You get the animated clips that you have if you shot videos with the camera. I'll just show you. That's one of the effects you can add. You can do that on the M8 as well. So just neat little things like that throughout the software inside of Sense 7. Otherwise, one of the other big things that HTC is putting a focus on is themes. So you can change or edit your theme. That was the default one, and here's a bunch more, but the idea is that you're going to go through a store and be able to download, and I don't think pay, but maybe pay, download themes. And let's see, so I'll replace this one with one called Cascadia. And here you can see the theme is applied, and it literally changes everything. You see at the bottom, like the app for switching tasks is now some mountains, and you have this home button is now sort of a weather thing. But all the icons change, so even the messaging icon is different, mail, calendar, weather, and then even the fonts and stuff. So you can go through and tweak all of that. So fonts and the icons, or the entire theme if you want, which is pretty neat. And then of course HTC has some new wallpapers here. If you care about those, we'll go through and just browse them. A lot of these we published on the site already. They kind of spilled out ahead of time. I kind of like this night one on the beach, which is neat. So customization obviously and personalization is going to be a big part of this phone as well. In any case, under the hood, and you probably noticed, everything's running really smooth with Lollipop and on the Snapdragon 810 processor here. I know there were concerns of overheating. I've been using this for a couple hours now, and it feels totally fine. You got 3 gigs of RAM on board. Again, I said 32 gigs of storage, expandable with an additional 128 gigabytes. HTC said that's it for now, the 32 gigabyte SKUs. So not sure if they're ever going to add more, maybe down the line, but that's not the plan right now. Then up top, you've got the IR blaster again for the TV support. And on the bottom, 3.5mm headphone jack and micro USB charging. In any case, that's a quick look here at the HTC One M9, one of the newest, hottest phones. It should be launching sometime this spring. No word yet on carriers and stuff, but stay tuned to the Techno Buffalo homepage for all the news on that. This is Todd Hazelton from Techno Buffalo at Mobile World Congress.